Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopishana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopijana Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Kalasanji Radha Kalasanji Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Sri Radhe Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Shri Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Kalasanji ki jai, Shri Shri Gonitai ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhu, do you know how to get the wireless microphones? And turn them up, mic 1 and wireless 1 and 2? Yes, yes, there's 2 of them. So if you just turn them both up, you'll get one of them. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasyam Tato Jayam Yudirayet
Tato Jayam Dhire.
Hare Krishna. Pull up here. So reading from Canto 3, chapter 13.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead and keep it. Would you guys mind coming up here and you guys want to do some reading today too? It doesn't sound like it's working here. Let me see. It's red. If it's green, it's on. You might need new batteries. There it goes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can you hear it? Is it going on? Nope. It needs new batteries. Okay. Does this light go off? Yes. Here you go. Would you guys like a phone right here with the verses on it? Whoa. We're going to start with, I think, verse 26, but let me just double check here. Nope. 22 maybe. Nope. A little bit before that.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello. Hare Krishna.
Oh no. His bracelet? Something fell out. News. Local morning Srimad Bhagavatam news. Something fell off of Radha Kalasanji, a bracelet or something. Give it to them. Okay, we'll start at 16. It wasn't 26, it was 16. Here you go. And you can share this with your brother. Yes. Okay, yes, we're starting with Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 13, text 16. Is it working? There we go. There we go.
Hare Krishna.
There we go. Yay. You can just speak the translation for right now, and we'll go through the rest of the Yeah, we'll go back and do one verse on a purport that I'd like to speak on, or we'd like to hear from.
Sri Maitreya said, thus seeing the earth merged in the water, Brahma gave his attention for a long time to how it could be lifted.
What is he talking about? What can be lifted? The earth is merged in water. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What did I read? The pulpit?
No, just keep on reading the verses. We'll go through the whole chapter, reading the translations. Go back one. Go back. Yeah, here. Let me see it real quick. I'll show you. So we'll do this right here. We'll go here. Excuse me, technical difficulties. Right here. And we'll just read through the chapter like this, right here. Just the English translation, okay? Thank you. We're on Canto 3, Chapter 13. We're going to text 17 now.
Brahma thought, while I have been engaged in the process of creation, the earth has been inundated. Inundated by a deluge and has gone down into the depth of the ocean. What can we do who are engaged in this matter of creation? This is best to let the Almighty Lord direct us.
One more, and then maybe let your brother go.
O sinless Vidura, all of a sudden, while Brahma was engaged in thinking, a small form of a boar came out of his nostrils. The measurement of the creature was not more than the upper portion of a thumb.
Whoa! Out of his nostril comes the form of a boar, the size of a thumb. Wow.
19, which is O descendant of Bharata, while Brahma was observing him, that boar became situated in the sky in a wonderful manifestation as a gigantic as a great elephant.
So it was only a thumb, and then it was a gigantic elephant. So, do you think it was the size of our thumb, or do you think it was the size of Lord Brahma's thumb?
Lord Brahma's?
How big do you think Lord Brahma's thumb is?
Big.
Probably pretty big, huh? Interesting, huh? Go ahead.
Struck with wonder at observing the wonderful boar-like form in the sky, Brahma with great brahmanas like Marichi, as well as the Kurmas and Manu, began to urge in various ways.
I think it says argue. So the Kumaras and Manu began to argue in many various ways. Huh? What do you think they're going to argue about? What? Yeah, what do you think they're arguing about? Put the mic up to your phone if you have any thoughts. What do you think they're going to argue about?
About maybe how big the boar was.
How big the boar was?
Yeah.
Interesting.
How did the boar come out?
How did the boar get out of the nose? Interesting questions, huh? Okay, let's see. Let's go. 21.
In this same extraordinary entity come in the presence of a boar, it is very wonderful that he has come from my nose.
Ooh. Is this some extraordinary entity come in the presence of boar? So what does it sound like they're arguing? How extraordinary the boar is? If it's Krishna, or maybe it's some demigod? Let's see. Okay, let's go to the next translation.
First of all, this boar was seen no bigger than the tip of a thumb, and within a moment he was large as a stone. My mind is perturbed. Is he the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu?
Right? So it sounds like they're arguing about whether it's Vishnu or not, but we haven't heard much argument. Okay, let's go to the next one.
When Brahma was deliberating with his sons, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, rode tumultuously like a great mountain. Tumultuously. Like
Tumultuously.
Yeah.
What a word. Tumultuously? It means like very great, very grand. Can you imagine when Krishna blows his conch shell, the sound was tumultuous, right? So it was very just grand. Okay. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Next verse.
Yeah.
The omnipotent Supreme Personality of Godhead enlivened Brahma and the other highly elevated Brahmanas by again roaring with his uncommon voice, which echoed in all directions.
So we have, first he comes out, no longer bigger than the size of a thumb, which we're kind of thinking that probably it's the size of Brahma's thumb, right? And then he's the size of a, Then an elephant, right? It even says something about the size of a stone very quick too. And then he goes, so do you think it's the size of an elephant here on earth or the size of a great giant elephant of Lord Brahma's size? If the what?
What if the elephant here and in Brahmaloka are the same size?
There'd be like little ants, little elephant ants. Think about Brahma, so grand, right? So he must be big.
He might be as big as our temple.
Yeah, maybe, right? As big as a temple.
Yeah.
And so then if there was elephants the size of our elephants, they would look like little dogs, right? Or maybe little ants. If he's really, really big, like as big as the earth.
Yeah.
Huh?
I think the ones in Brahmaloka.
You think it's the size of the elephants in Brahmaloka?
Yeah.
So very, very, very big, huh?
That's what I also think.
Yeah, you think so? Okay. Let's see here. We're on 25. Okay, when the great sages and thinkers who are the residents of Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka heard the tumultuous voice of Lord Bor, which was all auspicious sound of the all-merciful Lord, they chanted auspicious chants from the 3 Vedas. Playing like an elephant, he entered into the water after roaring again in reply to the Vedic prayers by the great devotees. The Lord is the object of the Vedic prayers, and thus he understood that the devotees' prayers were meant for him. Before entering the water to rescue the earth, Lord Bor flew in the sky, slashing his tail, his hard hairs quivering. His very glance was luminous, and he scattered the clouds in the sky with his hooves and his glittering white tusks. Go ahead.
He was personally the Supreme Lord, Vishnu, and was therefore transcendental. Yet because he was the body of a hog, he searched after the earth by smelling his tusks. He fearfully and he his tusks were
So he says
fearful.
he searched after the earth by smell.
Yeah.
His tusks. Go ahead.
And he glanced over the devotee Brahmanas engaged in offering prayers. Thus he entered the water. Diving into the water like a giant mountain, Lord Bor divided the middle of the ocean, and 2 high waves appear as the arms of the ocean, which cried loudly as if praying to the Lord, "O Lord of all sacrifices, please do not cut me in two. Kindly give me protection."
Wow. The ocean was scared a little bit, huh?
The boar
traded, which one? Oh. Lord Boar very easily took the earth on his tusks and got it out of the water. Thus he appeared very...
I think we missed one.
Yeah,
Let's
30.
Text 30
Yeah.
first. There we go.
Lord Boar penetrated the water with his hooves, which were like sharp arrows, and found the limits of the ocean, although it was unlimited. He saw the earth and the resting place for all living beings. Lying, it was in the beginning of creation, and he personally lifted it.
So now we have a little bit of idea how big Lord Boar is, huh?
Yeah,
Right? How big is he?
very big.
So big what can he do?
Lift up a ocean or something?
Not the ocean,
The earth.
the earth out of the ocean, right? So can you imagine how big his tusks must be to be able to lift the whole earth out of the ocean? So now we have a little bit of a understanding how big the elephants are in Brahma Loka, right?
Yeah.
Because if he was big as a gigantic elephant, he was big enough to lift the earth. Whew, that's a big elephant. Okay, 31.
The Lord Boar very easily took the earth on his tusks and got it out of the water. Thus he appeared very splendid. Then his anger glowing like the Sudarshan wheel, he immediately killed the demon, Hiranyaksha.
Hiranyaksha.
Although he tried to fight with the Lord.
Who is Hiranyaksha a brother of?
Hiranyakashipu.
Yes, Hiranyakashipu. So he comes out with anger, like glowing like the Sudarshan word, and he immediately kills the demon. Can you imagine? I wonder what it looked like in the sky from the earth. You know? Can you think about it? Think about that. Krishna's chakra, just going through the air. Wow. Okay. Prabhu, would you like to read? Yeah. We can all get the mercy here.
32. Thereupon Lord Boar killed the demon within the water, just as a lion kills an elephant. The cheeks and tongue of the Lord became smeared with blood of the demon, just as an elephant becomes reddish from digging in the purple earth.
I wonder what that means. I read that once before and I was kind of curious what the purple earth is. You guys got to go? Oh. Thank you so much for reading. Hare Krishna. Does anybody know what that means? That reddish from digging in the purple earth? Have you seen purple earth that makes... It's very interesting. Yeah? Have you seen it?
Is this your Bible?
Yeah. Okay.
What does purple earth mean?
I don't know. That's why I've never seen this before. Yeah. It says
Digging in the purple.
just as an elephant becomes reddish from digging in the purple earth. I've never experienced this. Interesting. Okay. Yeah? Text 33. Go ahead.
Maybe when red and blue mixes, does it become purple too?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Shall I read the next text?
Yeah, go ahead. 33.
Then the Lord, playing like an elephant, suspended the earth on the edge of his curved white tusks. He assumed a bluish complexion like that of a tamala tree, and thus the sages headed by Brahma could understand him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offered respectful obeisances unto the Lord.
There we go. So they weren't sure if Lord Boar was Vishnu. They were like, wow, this is amazing. He was a thumb size, and he became a stone, then he became a gigantic elephant. Is this Vishnu? He's now lifting the earth. But once he assumes his bluish complexion like that of the tamal tree, then the sages know for definite this is Lord Sri Krishna. Wow. 34. All the sages uttered with great respect, O unconquerable enjoyer of all sacrifices, all glories, and all victories unto you. You are moving in your form of the personified Vedas, and in the hair holes of your body the oceans are submerged. For certain reasons, to uplift the earth, you have now assumed the form of the boar.
O Lord, your form is worshipable by performances of sacrifice, but souls who are simply miscreants are unable to see it. All the Vedic hymns, Gayatri and others are in the touch of your skin. In your bodily hairs is the kusha grass. In your eyes is the clarified butter. And in your 4 legs are the 4 kinds of fruitive activities.
O Lord, your tongue is a plate of sacrifice, your nostril is another plate of sacrifice, and your belly is the eating place of sacrifice. And another plate of sacrifice is the holes on your eyes. In your mouth is the Brahma plate of sacrifice. Your throat is the plate of sacrifice known as Soma, and whatever you chew is known as Agnihotra.
Moreover, O Lord, the repetition of your appearance is the desire for all kinds of initiation. Your neck is the place for 3 desires, and your tusks are the result of initiation and the end of all desires. Your tongue is the prior activities of initiation, your head is the fire without sacrifice as well as the fire of worship, and your living forces are the aggregate of all desires.
Go ahead and read the next one. We'll read 2 at a time. Go ahead.
O Lord, your semen is the sacrifice called Soma Yajna. Your growth is the ritualistic performances of the morning. Your skin and touch sensations are the 7 elements of Agnistoma sacrifice. Your bodily joints are symbols of various other sacrifices performed in 12 days. Therefore, you are the object of all sacrifices called Soma and Asoma, and you are bound by yajnas only.
O Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and are worshipable by universal prayers, Vedic hymns, and sacrificial ingredients. We offer our obeisances unto you. You can be realized by the pure mind freed from all visible and invisible material contamination. We offer our respectful obeisances to you as the Supreme Spiritual Master of Knowledge in devotional service. O lifter of the earth with its mountains, which you have lifted with your tusk, is situated as beautifully as a lotus flower, with leaves sustained by an infuriated elephant just coming out of the water. Wow.
O Lord, as the peaks of great mountains become beautiful when decorated with clouds, your transcendental body has become beautiful because of your lifting the earth on the edge of your tusks. Wow. O Lord, for the residential purposes of all inhabitants, both moving and non-moving, this earth is your wife, and you are the Supreme Father. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you, along with Mother Earth, in whom you have invested your own potency, just as an expert sacrificer puts fire in the Arani wood.
Who else but you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, could deliver the earth from within the water? It is not very wonderful for you, however, because you acted most wonderfully in the creation of the universe. Excuse me, let me read that again. You, however, because you are acted most wonderfully in the creation of the universe. By your energy, you have created this wonderful cosmic manifestation. O Supreme Lord, undoubtedly, we are the inhabitants of the most pious planet, the Jana, Tapcha, and Tapas, and Satyaloka. But still we have been purified by the drops of water sprinkled from your shoulder hairs by the shaking of your body. So Seems like he shake like kind of like a dog in a way, like a dog shakes off his hair. And so the water came onto the sages and they were purified. Wow, that's amazing.
O Lord, there is no limit to your wonderful activities. Anyone who desires to know the limit of your activities is certainly nonsensical. Everyone in this world is conditioned by the powerful mystic potencies. Please bestow your causeless mercy upon these conditioned souls. The sage Maitreya said, the Lord, being thus worshipped by all the great sages and transcendentalists, touched the earth with his hooves and placed it on the water.
In this manner, the personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the maintainer of all living entities, raised the earth from within the water, having placed it afloat on the water. He returned to his own abode. If anyone hears and describes in a devotional service attitude this auspicious narration of Lord Bor, which is worthy of description of the Lord, who is within the heart of everyone, is very pleased. Oh, wow.
Nothing remains unachieved when the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pleased with someone. By transcendental achievement, one understands everything else to be insignificant. One who engages in transcendental loving service is elevated to the highest perfectional stage by the Lord Himself, who is seated in everyone's heart. Who other than one who is not a human being can exist in this world and not be interested in the ultimate goal of life? Who can refuse the nectar of narrations about the personality of Godhead's activities, which by itself can deliver one from all material pangs?
I was imagining there's, I'm going to go back to a verse and we can read the purport here from Srila Prabhupada about Lord Bor. But first I was thinking, they have these movies called Godzilla. Godzilla versus Mothra, or Godzilla versus King Kong. And how wonderful would it be if we had movies of Krishna's pastime like this, him manifesting as Lord Bor and lifting the earth up, and his Sudarshan chakra, his fight with Hiranyaksha. Oh my gosh, it would be, you could be a series of Krishna killing the demons. Wow. Okay, let's go to text 25. Nashmate garagarantam svakada. Nishamte garagaratam svakada. We're going to chant some Sanskrit if you want to go ahead. Keshnashnu maya maya sukarashasha. Kayashnu maya maya sukarashasha. Ganastapa satya nivashishnate.
Jnanastapa satya nivashishnate.
Tribivi pravitrar munayogranasmaha.
Tribi pavitra munayogranasma.
I don't believe I'm reading this in the right meter, so I apologize about that. Would you like to read it? 25?
Nishamyate garitam swakeda.
Nishmate garatam svakareda.
Kshayeshnu maya sukarasya.
Kshaishnu maya maya sukarajashasha.
Janastapa satya nivashinaste.
Janastapya satya nivashanashe.
Tribi pavitrer munayogranasma.
Travahi pavaritra munayogranasma. Translation. When the great sages and thinkers who are residents of Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka heard the tumultuous voice of Lord Bor, which was the all-auspicious sound of all of the all-merciful Lord, they chanted auspicious chants from the 3 Vedas. Om Yiganti Maranda Shah Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. First we'll actually read the purport, okay, here. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It's very important that we read from Srila Prabhupada's purport. You know, we're telling this nice story about Lord Vra, which are Srila Prabhupada's translation, but it's you know, we should also read from Srila Prabhupada's purport so he can give us the vision on how to see these properly. The word Maya is very significant in this verse. Maya means mercy, specific knowledge, and also illusion. Therefore, Lord Bor is everything. He is merciful, He is all knowledge, and He is illusion also. The sound which He vibrated as the Bor incarnation was answered by the Vedic hymns of the great sages in the planets Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. The highest intellectual and pious living entities live in those planets. And when they heard the extraordinary voice of the Bor, they could understand that the specific sound was vibrated by the Lord and no one else. Therefore they replied by praying to the Lord with Vedic hymns. The earth planet was submerged in the mire. Earth planet was submerged in the mire, but on hearing the sound of the Lord, the inhabitants of the higher planets were all jubilant because they knew that the Lord was there to deliver the earth. Therefore Brahma and all the sages such as Bhrigu, Brahma's other sons, and learned brahmanas were enlivened, and they concertedly joined in praising the Lord with the transcendental vibrations of the Vedic hymns. The most important is the Brahma Naradya Purana verse, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, I thought when we were reading the translations that I think afterwards it mentions that Lord Bor took on the blue hue, and then the sages knew that it was Lord Krishna. But this is the wonderful thing about Srila Prabhupada's purport. He's actually saying this is the time when the sages could understand that this Lord Bor was not just any normal living entity. It was actually Lord Krishna, and that through just hearing of Krishna's roar, Lord Vraha's roar, they could understand that he was Krishna, and so they started to speak the auspicious chants of the Vedas. But Srila Prabhupada so wonderfully mentions that the most important of these hymns is the chanting of Hare Krishna. So even chanting Hare Krishna, although we understand that Lord Vraha is no different than Krishna, but his form of Lord Vraha is pleased even by the chanting of Hare Krishna. So we can then understand that any of these incarnations of Krishna, the 10 incarnations of Krishna, will be very pleased by us chanting Hare Krishna, right? There's different songs that we can sing, and those are wonderful. Devotional service, as mentioned later in the chapter, is wonderful. And any, to Krishna is wonderful, but the chanting of Hare Krishna is even more wonderful. Wow. It's kind of hard to understand, right? That the chanting of Hare Krishna is even more wonderful. Interesting. Prabhu, we have 4 minutes. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections? No? Let's see also here. The word, therefore Lord Bor is everything. So he's saying that the word Maya is very significant in this verse. Maya means mercy, specific knowledge, and also illusion. Therefore Lord Bor is everything. Okay, let me say, therefore Lord Bor is everything. He is merciful, he is all knowledge, and he is illusion also. It's kind of interesting, right? that you have these wonderful things of Maya explained as mercy and specific knowledge. And it's like, oh my gosh, illusion? Wait a minute, time out here. How can illusion be wonderful? Well, Maya comes in two forms of illusion, right? It comes in Mahamaya and Yoga Maya, right? So Maya has two jobs. Is that of Maya, keeping us aloof from our illusioned when we don't want to know Krishna. So she comes in the form of illusion that this material world is happiness and can give us joy. But then also she comes as Yoga Maya in the form of understanding that Krishna is not necessarily God to the inhabitants of Vrindavan. They see him as their son. You know, Mother Yashoda is seeing Krishna as her son, and the Gopas are seeing Krishna as his friend. If they understood it was God, then these pastimes wouldn't be as deep and touch the heart as much. Because, you know, when you're wrestling, when his friends are wrestling with Krishna and they understand him as God, they might like back off a little bit, you know. They're like, you know, we don't want to offend Krishna. But nope, Yoga Maya is covering them so that they see Krishna as my friend and I'm going to beat him. And Krishna even lets the gopis win when they wrestle. Can you imagine that? Krishna is the creator of everything, the creator of all spiritual material worlds. Everything emanates from him. Yet the gopas are allowed to wrestle Krishna and pin him. Do you know wrestling? You pin somebody, and if you get their shoulders down, then you win. Okay. Thank you so very much for this opportunity. What a wonderful auspicious day. Again, please be careful out there with the weather. If you need anything, please let us know. Please let me know. And Lord Vraha ki jai. Shri Radha Kalashandaji ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Pranande. Hari Hari.